counting. And the top.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Can I restart?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna like keep going.
Okay, we can cut
Okay.
it. Okay.
Hi, did you find the office okay?
Yeah, it was fine. It was really hard, but whatever.
Yeah, it is challenging. Are you living on campus here or?
Yeah, I live like 5 minutes that way.
Okay, so did you walk here this morning?
Yeah.
Great, okay. Well, my name is Jackie. I'm the one who spoke to you the other day on the phone, and I'm a current graduate student here in training. So today the goal is to learn a little bit more about you and to make sure that the clinic is appropriate for your services. And if it is, we're going to work to pair you with someone, with a therapist that we think is best suited for your needs. And then if not, we'll work together to make referrals and work with you to make sure you find the right location. People come to therapy for a lot of different reasons, some with very specific issues they want to work through, some with just a broader intent to explore themselves. So today we're going to be just learning a little bit more about you and figuring out why you decided to come to therapy and what you're hoping to get out of it. How does that sound? Yeah. Okay. So before we get started, I just want to address one other thing. Because I'm a graduate student here, I'm going to be sharing information with both my supervisor and the clinic team. Other than that, I won't be sharing information with anyone, but there is one exception. If you express harm to yourself or intend to harm others, then I do have to report that to some other people. So if that were the case, I would tell you about it, and I would tell you who I was telling, what I was saying to them, that kind of thing. So it wouldn't happen without you knowing, so it's not something you should worry about, but I just want you to be aware of that before we get started. Is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So just to get started, if you could tell me a little bit about why you came in today.
Well, I'm having a lot of trouble with a lot of different areas of my life. It's the first thing is my parents. They are getting a divorce, which I hate. And I feel very alone because I have 2 brothers who are older, and they're married, and they don't seem to care about what's going on in my family right now. My parents are going through this like awful divorce, and it's costing a lot of money, and there's going to be no money left for me to go to college, and they want me to get a job, and I used to be close with my mom, and I'm not anymore, and I feel so abandoned, and I feel so angry all the time.
Okay, so your parents are going through a divorce and your brothers don't seem to be there for you. And you seem to be stressed out about both the financial part of this and also maybe the impact on your emotions that it's having and the impact on your relationship with your mom.
Yeah, I'm just so alone right now.
Okay. If you could you describe how your relationship with your mom used to be? And perhaps how it's changed over the time of the divorce.
Well, we used to be really, really close, and we used to do everything together. Like, we used to shop together and get ready. Like, I used to get ready for school. She used to get ready for work together. And then we would cook dinner together at night, and she used to pick me up from school. And everything was going great. And then, I guess, like, a year ago, I noticed, like, she didn't like want to be close to me anymore, and I would try to talk to her about it, and she would just wave me off and be like, no, nothing's wrong, like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. So you used to have a lot of shared activities with her, and that seemed to decline, and it caught you off guard.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seemed to come out of nowhere almost.
Yeah, it did come out of nowhere. I don't know what happened, but just one day it was like, boom, she doesn't want to like be close to me anymore.
Okay, and you said this was about a year ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think you realized kind of right away the impact that it was having on you? Did you realize like immediately once you stopped doing things together that you were feeling sad about it, or did it take a little bit of time to develop?
I think it took a little bit of time because I was having trouble in school, like, I was like getting into a few fights or whatever, and I just kind of like always felt super angry, but like I didn't really know why. So it took me like only recently to realize that like my fights in school may have something to do with what's going on right now in my life.
Okay. Could you describe what typically happens when you have a fight in school? What tends to set you off? Sorry.
Well, it's just like my friends are just like so annoying sometimes, and they get on my nerves, and I just get like really angry, and I feel like I can't control what's happening, and I yell and scream, and I've like used to have a lot of friends, but I guess they don't want to be friends with me anymore because of it. So
So you feel like your friends are drifting apart a little bit?
Yeah, they're angry with me because like of how angry I get, but I can't help it. I'm going through a lot of hard stuff in my life right now.
Definitely. Are there any things that you've tried in the past to calm down a little bit when you're in those situations, or do you think it always results in a fight?
I like try. I just tell myself like you should walk away, because if you get suspended, it's not going to look good for colleges. So I try to walk away, but then I still end up feeling angry even if I don't like I punch them or like knock them out or whatever.
It seems like you understand potential negative consequences in terms of the fact that your relationships with your friends are struggling, and if you get suspended you might not get into college, which seems important to you, but you also don't know how to control the emotions in the moment, so it's hard to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. And also I want to go to college. It is really important to me, but my parents are like, I guess like divorces cost a lot of money or whatever, and they are saying that they may not have enough money for me to go to college. And I have my heart set on this one college that's like, yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but like I really want to go there. And they supported my other two brothers in them going to like fancy private schools that are super expensive, and now you don't have any money left for me because you're getting divorced?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
It's very unfair, you feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's totally unfair.
So you're worried that because of this divorce that you might not have enough money to go to college?
Yeah, it's not my fault they're fighting and don't want to live together anymore. Like, why should I have to pay for my own college just because they can't get along? That's not fair.
You feel like you're suffering because of their problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Going back to the fights for 1 second, I know you mentioned that it interferes with your relationship with your friends. How does that interfere with your life at school, maybe your relationships with teachers, and also with your parents?
Well, not so good with my friends, because since we've been fighting a bunch, they like haven't been talking to me, which like I know that I shouldn't be fighting, but I can't help it. So I like don't have that many friends at school anymore, and I really like classes. I like learning, but my teachers, I get angry in class too. My teachers have been angry at me because of it, and I just feel like everybody's angry at me and I'm angry at them.
Yeah. Okay. So you just feel like there's an overwhelming feel of anger around you.
Yeah.
Okay. And is this something that you felt in the past as a result of other things besides your parents' divorce, or is this the first time you really feel it coming out inside you?
I mean, I feel like I would get angry a bunch as a kid, but I don't think it's ever been this bad. When I was in middle school, I told this player to like back off or I'd break both his legs, but honestly wasn't actually going to do anything, and I got kicked off the team because of it.
Okay.
So like, I know it's a problem that I've had before, but I guess it's never been this bad.
Okay, so it seems to be impacting your life more on an everyday basis now than it used to.
Yeah, definitely, because that was only like a one-time thing, but now it's like every day.
Okay. How else are you feeling about the divorce? I know it's coming out as anger, but internally, could you explain a little bit more about your feelings?
I'm so sad. I can't believe I thought they were like the picture of true love. And then like a year ago, that one day when my mom didn't want to be close with anymore, like I noticed a change in their relationship too. And I don't know what happened, and it makes me so sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm devastated.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel crappy all the time, and I feel really down, and I don't want to like do the fun things I used to do anymore, and I'm really sad.
Mm-hmm. So your feelings of sadness are preventing you from doing things that used to be fun for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when did you start feeling this sadness? Was it when you found out about the divorce? Was it when you could feel their relationship falling apart before that?
I guess it was like at the same time when my mom kind of like stopped wanting to be close with me, and I noticed that they weren't as close with each other. I think it was that's when it started. So like a year ago. And
do you find that when you realized that your mom was being a little bit more distant, was that the same time that you realized the issues between your mom and dad?
I guess so. Yeah, but I don't know like what happened to my mom that made her be like that.
Okay. So there's some uncertainty with it, but you think that they happened around the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about your feelings of sadness? Have you felt this in the past about other things?
I mean, sometimes I get sad, and like if I would tell my mom, she would be like, "That's normal."
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I have a hard time like expressing how I'm feeling, and so I would say I felt a little sad sometimes growing up, and I guess in middle school when I told that player the mean stuff that I told him, I did that because he had been making fun of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think it was fair that he got to be mean to him and nothing happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there have been other times in my life where I felt sad.
So sometimes you express your feelings with anger, but that's just because you're having a hard time expressing your feelings, and deep down you might actually be feeling sad and not angry.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Okay. And these feelings of sadness, do you think that those are impacting your everyday life more or less than anger?
Well, I think I just like the sadness. I don't tell anybody I'm sad, so I feel like that's just like stays in this bubble. But then like my actions in school like show my anger.
Right. Okay.
Which I guess isn't good, but...
So your anger comes out, but the sadness is really what you're feeling.
Yeah, and I don't know how to control either of them.
Okay. That's definitely something we can work on in therapy. So how do you feel that this sadness is impacting your life?
I guess a lot, because I've lost a lot of my friends that I had because of my anger, and I don't like to do activities. I used to do a lot of sports, and I don't do those anymore. I quit the teams. I don't really go out and do much because it just makes me sad to see other people being happy when I'm not happy. And my parents still fight all the time, even though they're getting divorced. They still live together right now, and that's really stressful to be around. So I just stay in my room all day if I'm not at school.
Okay, so you're living with both of your parents still?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you're noticing besides your sadness and your anger as a result of this divorce, or even other causes in your life?
I guess I'm a little scared because I want to go to this college that's perfect for me in every way, but it's really expensive, and if my parents can't pay for it, which I think is so rude if they don't pay for it, what am I supposed to do? I'm scared that I won't go to college, and I'm just going to stay in my mom or dad's house, whatever, forever, and not because I won't have been able to afford to go to college because there's no money left for me.
So you're worried that you might not get the chance to go to your dream school because of your parents' divorce.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that would suck.
And it sounds like, too, you're having a little bit of resentment because your brothers, their college was paid for.
Yeah, which isn't fair. Like, if you save up for theirs, you should have been saving up for me. Like, you knew you had 3 children. Like, why weren't you saving up beforehand?
And have you had any conversations about this with your parents? Have they told you this explicitly, or?
Well, my dad was like, said to me, like, so casually, he was like, we may not have any money for you to go to that fancy school. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, he's told me my entire life I could go anywhere I want for college and he would pay for it. And now he's like, we don't have any money left for you?
So you feel like your dad's taking back his word almost?
Yeah. I don't understand.
It's very frustrating.
Why. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I don't understand why he's doing it.
Okay. Are there any things you find yourself doing to try to reduce these feelings of being scared?
No. I kind of just sit in my room and do nothing.
Okay.
I just don't know. I don't know what to do with how I'm feeling.
Okay. And could you explain to me a little bit more about this school and why it's your dream school, perhaps?
It just has everything I want. It has a really good sports team of soccer, and I play soccer, so I really want to play for them. And they have a really good business school that I want to go to, and there's such a cool campus. And there's a Starbucks and a Chipotle, and a bunch of my brother's friends go there. They really like it, and there are fraternities and sororities that I want to get involved with.
So it sounds like you've heard really good things about the school. It has sports that you're looking for. It has the academics you're looking for in terms of the business school, and it's really pretty, and there's a lot of food options there that you really like.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it does sound like it's a place that you can see yourself. Okay. And what about your feelings of sadness? Is there anything you try to do to stop those feelings, or?
Not really.
Okay.
I really want to stop them because I don't like feeling sad, but I just don't know what to do.
And have you ever sought help from professionals about any of these issues?
No.
Okay, so this is your first time coming to therapy?
Yes.
Great. What led you to your decision to seek therapy now?
I just hate feeling like this. Like, I hate feeling angry. I hate feeling sad. Like, I want to be happy, but I just don't know how to change how I'm feeling. I just hate feeling this way, and I knew maybe if somebody can help me figure it out, I could be happy again.
Okay, so you want to work on changing the way you feel.
Yeah, and also dealing with my parents and that whole mess.
Okay.
And I would like more friends. But I don't know what to do about that either.
Okay, so it sounds like in therapy you want to work on changing the way you feel, working on building relationships with friends, and then also working on how to communicate with your parents, how to work through the money, the financial issues, that kind of thing. Okay, great. Is there anything else that I'm missing that you'd like to address during therapy?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, great. So today we've talked a lot about your parents' divorce, how that's affected you, particularly the financials of it, and also your relationship with your mom that has suffered because of it. I thank you a lot for sharing all of these emotions with me. I know you're going through a really hard time, and I'm very grateful that you came to seek therapy because these are issues we can work on together and be collaborative about it. So my steps from here, I'm going to work with the clinic team to make sure that we can address your needs, and then we're going to come up with a therapist who will be able to take the information that we gather today and then figure out a plan for how to best help you.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds really good. I would really like that.
Okay. I just want to thank you again for sharing everything you have
You're
today.
welcome.
And I will be in touch soon.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.